Hey traders, Trader Dave here. I've gotten some questions as to what this thing called the death cross means. Some of the subscribers have heard this on TV, and I just wanted to kind of go over this a little bit and why it's kind of important to at least know when it happens from a historical perspective. So the death cross is technically when the 50 moving average crosses over the 200-day moving average. And I've got an example of this right here. This is the S&P 500 daily chart. You can see right in here that we had the death cross at August 28th. But here's the thing. When you take a look at that right here, you can see that the market already took a massive dive right here. So this was that little mini flash crash that we had on the 24th, where the markets were intraday at least down almost 1,100 points. So you can see that we're kind of in a downtrend, and you can also see that the moving averages, the slopes are starting to fold over. They're rolling over to the downside. So why is that significant? Well, you can see that all the way through, here's 2014 right here, that the moving averages were for the most part going up, and even the declines, like right here last October, which we've said we feel that we're going to actually revisit again. The market just took back off to the upside. So what actually happens when you cross over to the downside? So let's take a look. That's still to the upside. Here's one right here in 2011. So you can see that the market had quite a few months of sideways downward action, and then it came back up, crossed over to the upside right here, and went back up again. This is 2010. You can see that again it went down, had a hard time breaking this 200, which is the purple, the magenta color looking average, and then we finally broke back up above here, and the market took off again. But I actually want to get back here to 2008 and then 2000, where we had the internet bubble as well. So as you can see, this is where the financial crisis was. This is the crossover right here, and you can see that this is where the market lost almost 60% of its value. And it had a very, very hard time. So does that mean we're in for the same? Don't know. We still think we're in a bearish market, but you can see what sort of a catastrophe happened in the markets. And all of these, when it crosses over, you can see this little like W's or M's going across here while there's some indecision. So we actually crossed in August, so we could be going back and forth at least till the end of December of 2015. Let's go and see where there's another time where it actually crossed over. Well, here's a very short crossover. You can see here's a nice little W right there, going up, down, up. There's a W, and then it went back through and up. 2006 is right there. It looks like everything's above the 50, which is this cyan line right there, is above the 200. You had a brief break right here, in here, and then you had that consolidation period right there. Let's go all the way back to the internet bubble. So that brings us back to around 2000, I believe. Yeah, it's 1999. We'll go forward. There's the internet bubble right there. So you can see where we crossed over right there. Here's that little W again. It's kind of a weird looking W. And then it kind of went up, and then it went way down, and then way down again, and then we recovered off that major spike down here. So that's what a death cross is. It can be a death cross to the upside, so it could be a life cross. You can see here in 2003 that you had a great crossover right here, and you had some really good gains, about 30%. So that's what a death cross is. That's what they keep talking about and why it can be significant. Chances are is that as we get back up to where these moving averages are, you can see right here that even when we went back up, we did not even touch this 50-day moving average. So these are going to be resistance points right in here, right there, and right there. So 2002-ish, around 2000 on the S&P cash, and then around 2050 or 60 onto the upside. You might hear those numbers as well. So hopefully this helps. That's what the death cross is. This is Trader Dave. Have a great day.